On the dividend news, we'll go ahead and start off with the bad news. So Noel Brands did cut its dividend by 69.6% from 23 cents to 7 cents quarterly. So sorry to all the NWL shareholders. But on the good side, guys, if you are invested in Northrop Grumman, they did hike its dividend by 8%, marking the 20th consecutive annual increase. So congrats to all the NOC shareholders. We got two more here, which actually Marriott International hiked the dividend by 30% to 52 cents quarterly. This is the first time that reinstated dividend is higher than the prior 48 cents quarterly record high dividend before COVID-19 suspension in 2020. And then the last one here, guys, that we have is Chubb Limited hikes dividend by 3.6% to 86 cents quarterly, which marks the 30th consecutive annual increase in the company's dividend. So congrats to everybody that owns these companies. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 187 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what dividends came in. We got actually a couple dividends coming in for the month of May, so it'll be definitely exciting. I'll be happy to show you guys that as well, what options we did, because we continue to manage these options we have. We continue to collect crumbs and they eventually will add up. But the other thing, guys, I want to show you is that I actually ended up purchasing 200 shares of SCHD, or at least, well, I got assigned 200 shares because I did sell cash secured puts. So I'll show you guys that, because remember that every single week we come back, every single Sunday we have these scripts we kick off by the end of the video. We're trying to get the monthly dividend income to $325 per month on average. That is our goal for 2023. I think we'll achieve it, but by the end of this video we should see this a lot higher, getting closer to our goals. So it'll definitely be very exciting to see where these 200 shares of SCHD, how much they bumped up this monthly income, because you know, we continue to see this progress grow and grow. That snowball continues to compound every single month, because we do get dividends. They compound into the portfolio. They buy more shares as well every single week. We continue to dollar cost average. But if you see here, guys, the annual dividends for 2023 so far, we're in the month of May still, but so far we've collected $1,073.09. This is completely passive income, guys. We had to do absolutely nothing. Our active income we had, you know, we had to go work for. Now we are invested in these great companies that are basically converting that active income into passive income. So pretty cool to see. On the quarterly here, for Q2 so far we're at $253.74. I think the month of June, guys, for dividends is going to be very, very juicy. So definitely exciting to see that. On the options premium so far, guys, for the month of May we're at $183.48. Pretty cool to see as well, especially if we look here on the options side. You'll see that so far we've collected $4,531.93 for the first 5 months. We still have about maybe 2 more weeks or so that would fall under May for me, and it'll be fun seeing where we end up falling there. But if I show you guys here the goals, because we try to stay focused on this, is first one is to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're actually really close to 10,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for all the subscribers. If we have not reached 10,000 subscribers and you're new to the channel, help me reach that goal, and then we'll go ahead and go towards 20,000 subscribers. But don't forget to subscribe with that bell notification. Definitely would appreciate it as well if you drop the big thumbs up on the video. Definitely goes a long way, especially because I make the content here. Definitely keeps me motivated. But goal number 2, guys, the one we will see by the end of the videos, we're trying to get to $325 per month on average. We should see the last week's update. This should be a lot higher now, especially with 200 shares of SCHD. And then the other goal number 3 is to invest $118,000 of my own money invested in total. This is currently I have $113,000 invested into this portfolio so far, so we have about 5,000 more to go towards the end of the year. But this is actually all I have invested, and then the value of it is closer to 200K, so it's pretty cool to see this compounding, guys. So if we also see goal number 4 is to continue to dollar cost average $100 $100 every week at a minimum. I deposited $200, which I'll show you guys. And then goal number 5 is to drip my dividends plus add an additional $100. This is actually $100 before the ex-dividend date, which I'll show you shortly. I did purchase Microsoft. And then goal number 6 is to try to get $400 per month on average selling options. I think we're pretty much achieving that, so it's pretty cool to see. And then if I show you the dividend payout, you'll see that we do have a couple companies paying out for, well, I guess we only have one more company for May, and then we'll start off the juicy month of June. But I did buy Microsoft because this was going to meet the ex-dividend date. I'll be buying probably Lockheed Martin and Waste Management potentially the next week or the following week. And but we'll kick off the script, see if any new companies announce dividends, and it'll be definitely exciting. But let's go ahead and get started. Hi guys, here. So you'll see here that we have the portfolio at $200,350. Currently about $27.80. We're down in the red, which is about 0.01%. Very small move right there, but overall the 2-year change is $12,239.76, which is about 6.51% in the green. Again, I haven't had this portfolio in Schwab for at least maybe a couple months. We're going towards 1 year now, but we have not done the 2-year mark yet. But we'll see this continue to grow and grow over time, guys. Right here on the positions, we do have about 60.26% in the green, and capital appreciation we have not gotten yet, which comes up to be $71,658.83. And then you'll see our cash balance has been depleted so far, and that is because we did get assigned the 200 shares of SCHD, which will be all that active income now being converted to passive income, because we will have to do absolutely nothing to start collecting that every single quarter. But we do have $9,771.39. And then here, guys, you'll see that we do have 2 covered calls on Apple. We're still managing. We're going to continue to see where this goes. And then on JP Morgan, we do have a covered call. I did have to roll, and we'll see where this goes as well. We're going to continue managing it. We had a covered call on Altria, but that one did expire worthless. We have another covered call on Microsoft, which will continue to roll as well. Same thing for Nvidia. Nvidia has earnings next week, so we'll see what they do. I'm hoping that they do have a huge pullback, because you know, I want to try to manage these covered calls and not sell my shares here. And then we have these other couple companies here that I will eventually try to get to 100 shares so that we can enable covered call selling here. And then the last one here, guys, is SCHD, which you guys see here now, 654 shares. I was aiming for, I believe, 700 to 800 shares, but one of my subscribers was like, why not just go to 1,000? So that is the new goal, guys. We're going to try to get this to 1,000 shares. If you guys are shareholders of SCHD, let's all try to get it to 1,000 shares. Obviously, if you have not reached that yet. But this is roughly about $47,000, almost $48,000 invested into SCHD. Pretty cool to see that. And then, guys, if we look at the performance, you'll see that we are up in the green by $5,509.21. And we're slowly moving into the green, so pretty cool to see, which comes out to be about 2.68%. And yeah, pretty cool. One of the subscribers asked, why do you always talk about wanting your portfolio to go down? I want to continue to invest in the current years. I want to accumulate as much possible shares as I possibly can, because in the long term these companies should appreciate very, very nicely. And why pay more when I can pay less? So that is why I love red days. And yeah, I'm going to continue doing that. And with the last thing here, guys, well, I guess not the last, but 2 last things, we do have the investment income here. We have about projected $3,976.84 annually, which comes out to be about $331.40 projected. We'll see where our portfolio scripts are on this here, so pretty exciting to see. But for June, guys, we are projected to make roughly about $622.82, And then for July, $263.37, and then August, $108.02. So I believe typically the second month of every quarter is the lowest payment, and then the third month of every quarter for me is the juiciest one. So we'll see where that ends. But if I show you guys here the history, you'll see that I went ahead and started it from the 15th of May all the way till the 20th. And then if we scroll to the very bottom, we can look at everything. So these were just covered calls that expired worthless the previous week. But on the 15th, guys, here I actually ended up selling a covered call on Altria for a strike price of $46.50. That expired on the 19th of May, so this was this past Friday. We did one of them. They paid us about $5.34 after fees. The next one we did was also on that same exact day. We did a sell to open. We sold a covered call on JP Morgan for a strike price of $137. That was also a weekly that expired on the 19th. This one we did have to roll, but overall we did collect $35.34 from this covered call. We actually got some bank interest, which was pretty cool, $9.81. And then we actually ended up buying Microsoft. So we bought 100 shares, not 100 shares, I wish, but $100 of Microsoft, which was about 0.31 shares. This is because we wanted to meet the ex-dividend date. I believe the ex-dividend date was on the 17th. So that way we get paid out this quarter for those purchases, and we can hopefully get a little bit more compounding effect going on. On the 17th, we ended up depositing $200, $100 to dollar cost average, and then $100 to purchase the Microsoft here. And then, guys, on the 17th or so, I did get assigned the cash secured put I had of $71 strike price. They got exercised, so I had to actually purchase 100 shares of SCHD at $71, which is roughly about $7,100. The other one that's probably not going to show up here till next week, but I did get assigned the other cash secured put that I believe I had at $72 strike price. So another 100 shares there, roughly about almost $15,000. And we'll see where that bumps up the dividend snowball for us. On the 18th, we did get the Apple dividend, which was $52.45, pretty great there. And then on the 19th, guys, we had to roll the JP Morgan covered call we had. So I ended up doing a buy to close. I bought back the covered call I had at $137 strike price that expired on the 19th. I paid $198.66, but I did a sell to open covered call. So I moved up in strike price by about $2 to $139, and I moved out further out by 1 week on the 26th. They actually paid me $204.34. So the difference, I roughly made about maybe $4 or $5 from this roll. We'll see where this goes, what happens with the market. It's always very exciting to see every week what the stocks do. And then the last one here I ended up having to do was actually I had to roll the Nvidia covered calls I have. So on the 19th, I did a buy to close. Nvidia covered call 160 expired on the 19th. I ended up paying $15,273.66. but I did a sell to open on it, so I ended up doing the same exact strike price. It's actually really hard to move up in strike price unless you move further out in time, but currently, since next week Nvidia does have earnings, I'm hoping a pullback will happen and I can actually roll up some. But this does expire on the 26th. They actually paid me $15,288.22. So I made the difference about maybe $15 or so, I believe, if I can do the math quick. And then as well on the 19th, we got the Costco dividend, guys, $25.12. This is after they did raise their dividend. And then on the 19th, we got the drip from Apple, which bought about 0.29 shares of Apple at $175. And that was $52.45. So this is all I have for you on the history side. Let's go ahead and see how much in completely passive income, guys, we made this week. We had to actually do absolutely nothing for this. So let's go ahead and click calculate dividends. This is a script I do have. I do need to make a video for you guys because I know some of you guys were interested in this, but this just adds up all the dividends on the page. So $77.57 in completely passive income, guys. We had to do absolutely nothing. Again, this is very, very powerful, this amount, and we actually were able to invest our time into something else, and that money went to work for us. But yeah, guys, so let's go ahead and wrap up this video by actually going over here to the Google Sheets, and we can actually wrap up everything. The first thing, let's go ahead and go over the options. So remember, guys, premium for May so far, we're at $183.48. If I show you here the options here so far, this past week we made $60.92. We still have 2 more weeks. We'll see where that goes, but so far for May, $183.48. Hopefully we can get it to the $300 range or so. We'll see where that's at, but overall averaging this out should be way above $400 per month. So pretty cool to see that this already surpassed the previous year, and it's very motivating. But if we look at the dividend payout, guys, we can go ahead and kick off these scripts. Again, we have about 39 lined. We'll see if any new companies actually declared dividend, dividends or dividend raises, which none should have, but we'll see what happens. Again, I have scripts. These are completely available for free. All I ask in return, again, is that you're subscribed with that bell notification and you drop a big thumbs up on my videos to help out the channel. But it looks like we did get a couple companies. I believe it was probably Union Pacific, Altria, and JP Morgan. So these are sorted out by ex-dividend dates so far. So I'll probably be purchasing Lockheed Martin, Union Pacific, and this is when they'll pay out. So pretty cool to see. The other thing that I want to show you guys here is the actual over here dashboard. I want to make sure that I went ahead and made a copy of it, which I have not yet. That way we can see the difference from this week to next week or last week's. And now we're ready to go. Let me go ahead and go over here to settings, and we can go ahead and delete this, and then we can jump over to personal capital so we can get the latest version of our portfolio that contains all our purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at personal capital, or I guess Empower now, and it's under my Schwab account. You'll see this green button. It's called Copy Holdings. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, and then you can go back to the Google Sheets, right click, special values only. And again, I do have tutorials available completely for free on all this stuff, guys. And if we go to holdings, this is the old snapshot of our portfolio from last week. Once we go to portfolio tools, click update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped and it'll try to parse out the new stuff we just pasted, which again should contain all our purchases from this past week. So we should have about 200 shares of SCHD. So remember here, guys, SCHD is at $454 shares from last week. So let's go ahead and click update portfolio holdings. This will get wiped, and everything's getting auto calculated again. We can jump back over here to the dashboard and just see how much we've increased it. So guys, this is actually pretty cool. So dividend yield projected, we're at 1.91% compared to last week 1.69%. On the yield on cost here, we're at 3.22% versus 3.13%. And on the yearly, guys, we're projected to make about $3,831.19 compared to last week of $3,352.83. So it's such a huge jump, guys, from these 200 shares of SCHD, getting us very close to our goals. So for the month, we're actually projected to make $319.27, guys. How cool is that? Very close to our goal, and we're halfway through the year. But that last week's we were projecting about $279.40. On the week, guys, we're projected to make $73.68 every single week compared to the $64.48. And then on the day, we're making $10.50 every single day now. On the hourly, we're making 44 cents every single hour compared to 38 cents from last week. And guys, on the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid $1.84 per hour compared to last week's of $1.61. I guess we're doing such a great job that they got a huge raise. We'll eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes. That'll be a pretty cool goal and milestone to achieve. Yeah, guys, pretty cool to see this snowball compounding, especially with the SCHD purchases taking effect. Yeah, this is all I have for you guys in this update. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Definitely would appreciate it, guys. Hopefully we have already hit the 10,000 subscriber mark, and let's go ahead and go to 20,000 subscribers. Drop a big thumbs up, and if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag SCHD, because guys, we did purchased 200 shares of SCHD, and that helped the dividend snowball, helped us try to achieve our goals we have for 2023, and it's definitely exciting, super motivating. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.